What is up, DG Army? Nethervoid back with some more replays, as always on Mondays. Serene Coast, game sent by JohnnyBravo3, a GS company. He's driving his Lowe, and I just wanted to put out another Lowe video because the Lowe is actually a pretty beast tank. I don't want to sell it short. It's a pretty awesome tank, and for some reason my frames seem to be pretty bad right now. I wonder why that is. And well, you know what? I think I know why it is. I've been battling my machine, okay? Battling it like a mofo. It's me against the machine right now, alright? First, the drives failed. I replaced a drive on my RAID 0 array. That didn't work. I flip-flopped the drive. Still didn't work. I'm still getting the same error. I think, okay, it's my motherboard. So I switched the motherboard out. Bought a brand new motherboard, an MSI motherboard with the Z77 chipset Intel. Awesome machine. Now, Bravo here is getting some easy shots on this Tiger who's sticking his face out like, don't do that. But anyway, switch the motherboard out, no dice, same error. Now I'm really baffled, okay? I don't think it's the drive. Okay, again, right in the face. Now, the only thing I would say that Bravo's doing wrong here is you're giving out too much side armor, bro. Don't give out so much side armor. These videos are not just like the best a person could ever do. It's also about what they could possibly do better. He still has a beast game here, but part of it is, I mean, he's doing what a Lowe should do. A Lowe should be hiding most of the time. There are other high tier tanks in this game. There's a tier 9, looks like an E75. Let him take some hits. There's an IS3. There's a T32. There's like lots of other. Let's bump that map up. There's lots of other big heavies out there. So he can play the Lowe, which is a kind of a snipe, you know, great accuracy. Look at that reticle. It's a tiny reticle. I've never seen such a small reticle. But see how he's getting side armor? Look at this. That's too much side armor. You need to put your front armor out there, especially when 8.0 comes out. That plate angling is gonna really be a bonus to you if you don't stick it out. Anyway, this is pretty much still how you play a Lowe. The only difference would be you need to give more front armor. But you're going to want to pick guys off like this, especially when they're not shooting at you. A 40-ton, always a great target to be shooting at because it's so lethal if played correctly here. He is sniping from cover, which is really not what a 40-ton is supposed to do. So make him pay for it. Here's the IS giving side armor. Just take him out. Boom! That's how it's done. Now, let's get back to my machine. I don't know what it's doing, man. It is really pissing me off. Okay, so today I bought 2 brand new Black Caviar Western Digitals, 2 terabytes apiece. Okay, I had Black Caviar with Western Digital 1 terabytes, and this is good. Johnny Bravo says, "Whoa, wait a minute. We got somebody in our base. We need to go handle that. We can't have a scout in our base. It's not good. Even though there's no arty, and they're losing pretty bad here by 2 tanks this early in the game." Johnny says, "You know what? I can handle this. I'm close to base, right? That's my job. I'm right next to base. Even though I'm really slow, I'm a Lowe. Look how slow he's going, not even 10 kilometers per hour. This is why I really think the T34 is still the better tank, even though this thing gets more credits per damage. It basically gets more credit earning potential. So anyway, I get these 2 terabyte drives. Western Digital Black Caviars, really nice drives, $179 a piece. I RAID them, so I got 4 terabyte RAID, right? RAID 0. Windows 7 cannot recognize anything larger than 2 terabytes. What in the butt for Nethervoid right there? Really? This is 2012 Windows 7. A 4 terabyte RAID array is not very big. It's probably on the cusp of the cutting edge. Like, all I could find at Fry's were 2 terabyte drives. There was no such, unless I wanted like a 300 gigabyte drive. Who's gonna buy that? Bam, he's down. 3 kills for Bravo here, showing what a Lowe can do and what a Lowe should be doing. The only thing he's not done right so far is not angling his armor correctly. The other thing, which you're gonna see later, is he's got 8 heat rounds loaded in this thing, and you don't really need that much. If you consider it's got a 234 pen gun with 320 damage. You only need max 4 HE rounds, and you're gonna see why in a second. Anyway, so that's what I'm using right now. I'm not even rated right now. I'm on one drive, and I think that's why my FPS is so low, is because the write speed on my drive is basically cut in half now of what it used to be. I might have to go back to the to a couple of 1 terabyte drives. I don't really know. Right now I'm just trying to get a stable machine because I'm really tired of recording at non 1080p. I can't stand it. Bam! 8.8 is dead. This is kind of the battle of the gold tanks too, by the way. For me, I kind of feel like gold tanks go T-34. I want to say KV5 and a Lowe are probably pretty similar. The Lowe can have more of a credit earning potential, but it's a more situational tank. Now this is a great game for the Lowe, and it's kind of showing you you should be shooting a little lower, bro, right where the turret ring is. Anyway, it's showing you what the Lowe can do, and this is exactly how you play it. The problem is you don't get a lot of battles like this. Since it is a heavy tank, you really need to be out there pushing a lot more. You're probably not going to get this kind of, and I don't know what happened with that shell. That shit went right in that guy's face. You really should be getting more in people's face, and that's why the T-34 I think does a better job. Again, I don't know what kind of crew you have. Hopefully it's 100% at least, because you should not have missed those 2 shots. I'm not really sure what happened. Super Pershing right in the face, okay? Super Pershing, the only thing good about it is it's the credits, it's cheap. Same thing with the KV5. Now, the KV5 is much better than other gold tanks like it because it does have a pretty junky gun. Like the IS-6, the Pershing, the Super Pershing, I mean, and the KV5 both have pretty crappy guns. Okay, they all have pretty much the same gun. So that is relatively even. The KV5 is fairly speedy like the IS-6. I think the difference with the KV5 is there's really only 1 or 2 places to hit that tank. And they're sometimes not that easy to hit if you're playing it correctly. So for the money, I would say it goes like this: T-34, Lowe / KV5, just because the KV5 is cheaper in gold cost. T-20, you don't sit there. A T-20 needs to flank. You need to keep moving, bro, because you don't have any armor. You have a pretty bad gun. You need to get out there and that hit the side of that rock. Not really sure what's going on. So I think it kind of goes T-34, Lowe, KV5 are kind of mixed. The KV5 is not a bad tank, especially it's really because how much it costs. I think it's 7,500. For 7,500 gold, it's a good tank. No damage pen there. But definitely T-34 is the king. After that, I would say it's a tough call. I'd probably pick the Pershing over the IS-6 because the Pershing is 7,500 gold and the IS-6 is 10,000 gold. Now, in my opinion, the IS-6, especially since it's 10,000 gold, is a tank. Now, he only has 2 AP rounds left. If he only had 4 HE, he would have 6 AP rounds left. Okay? And that's going to make a big difference, you're going to see. The Type is a badass tank. If you can get that tank, that's probably the gold tank I would get. If all gold tanks are available, here's the way I would do it. T-34, Type, I would say those are probably even. Personally, I want a Type 59 pretty bad now. T-20 does finally move up, gets a nice side shot on this on Bravo here. Bravo is less than 100 hit points, 1 shot from death. Finally angling his armor correctly here. He's got 2 AP rounds that got to make him last. He has to make them count. Now he can wait till the T-20 pops out. I don't know, man. The T-20 can probably pen your armor. And there he is. I'm not sure really what he's doing. I would probably sneak around the backside here. Let's right over this direction. But let's see what happens. So he's going to creep up on the T-20. Not a bad idea. Bam! Gets him sleeping. Now the KV-5 is sneaky styling him. He's real lucky he did not get killed right there. I don't know if that was an HE round or what. R2-D2, that's the only problem with the KV-5. 16 hit points left. 16. And he's shooting HE now. Boom! Now he is lucky that the KV-5 only had 39 hit points left, because shooting HE, you're not going to get a lot of damage. So you really need to load. In fact, with the gun that's 230 or above, 2 HE. 2 HE, the rest AP. I'm thinking, you know, especially if you're like Bravo and you want to shoot a lot, he's basically unloading his gun every chance he gets, which is not a bad idea. I'm just saying, if you're going to be shooting that much, you need to really load a lot of AP. Pen with no damage is kind of weird with an HE round, but okay. Now it's 14-12. Great comeback. Bravo's got a top gun, 6 kills. Really doing a good job. Again, a lot of that is because the other team was pretty crappy, but so was Bravo's team. They have 2 guys that are pretty good. The Super Persh and Bravo are good tankers. Enemy team, it's basically that Type 59. If you can see, he's got 5 kills. And also the other TD with 3 kills. He's probably a pretty good player. Bravo getting a little lucky that he's not facing a little bit harder opponents here. But really the point for this replay is to kind of show you how a Lowe is supposed to be played. I haven't shown a Lowe video in a long time. But the Lowe is still a good gold tank. It's just, I don't know, it's still got some problems. The main 2 being it's super slow, and it's got the German front-loaded transmission, which pretty much gets knocked out a lot. I'm really surprised his engine hasn't been knocked out already, but it hasn't. He's gotten lucky. It's coming down to the wire here, and it is a Friday night for me. I'm recording this on Friday night. What I'm going to do right after this is get this thing rendered, get it loaded to YouTube, so that if this computer fails again, at least I've got this video up and I'm not wasting any recording time. Again, it's me against the machine right here, and I'm not going down. I'm not going down. I'm not going out like that. I'm gonna beat the machine. Machines don't control me, dude. They don't control humans. I control the machine. I'm a DBA. That's what I do for a living. I run the databases at my work. I control the access. I'm the kingpin there, man, for database. I mean, so I'm not letting the machine tell me who's boss, dude. I've been building machines for freaking 20 years. I'm gonna win, dude. Trust me on this. Just like in my tank battles. If you look at my record, I'm gonna win. If I'm on your side, we're gonna win. That's the way I play. That's the way I do life. It's not just in the game. I play it like everything. I do it like that. Also, I want to say thanks for everybody who's, especially the officers who are in the DG Army. You guys are awesome. Again, especially the officers. Basically, I haven't been around for a week because my machine's been out. I haven't provided a lot of guidance. For at least the last 2 weeks, everything that's been happening in DGA is all because of the officers, and there's been a couple of other guys too, really trying to pump it, trying to get people on TeamSpeak, trying to help the whole clan out. I appreciate that because, like I've said from the beginning, I can't be around a lot. I'm too busy. I'm doing as best I can. R2D2 probably not needed because he's shooting HE, but you know, why take chances? So they're doing a pincer maneuver on this guy. They're just kind of juking him, kind of messing with him, and that's exactly what you want to be doing in this situation. Johnny's saying, look, just stay on the cap. Let's pressure this guy. That's how we're going to win this battle. It's 2v1 right here. Let's be smart. You know, let's play smart. I mean, I'm in a German tank. It's got weaknesses, and I only have 4 rounds left of HE. We can make this happen, though, because we've got the advantage. So let's press it. Let's not be stupid and just rush out there. Anyway, so I really appreciate everybody in DGA making it happen, knowing that I can't be around right now, and there might even come a day when I'm not covering tanks much anymore. This game is really old for me. It's like 2 years old, so I don't know what the future holds really. But really, the DGA is for you guys. It's for you guys to all hang out together and be able to have some common ground. And oh, boom! Again, no damage? He just got shot in the ass with an HE shell. How is that no damage? High explosive in your ass. I don't want any high explosives in my ass. Let's just get that clear. Bam! You're dead, bro. And DG Army wins again. Now, Bravo is in GS. He's not in the DG Army. But hey, if I play your video, in a roundabout way, I feel like you're part of DGA. You might not have the DGA tag. A lot of the guys that I even hang out with, Vegas Ron, Rummy, he went back to his old clan. To me, they're still DGA. Even in spirit, if they can't be, in game because they got other shit going. But excuse the French there. But anyway, great game. Look at that, 2,500, no bonuses. Okay, 150,000 credits. This tank is still a beast. For credit earning potential, it's still very good, even though it might not be the best tank in game. And Wargaming just did boost this thing in 7.5 to give it more credit earning potential. So let's look at the battle heroes list. Top Gun, Johnny Bravo, Steel Wall, Johnny Bravo. If you can get Steel Wall in a low, you're doing it right. That's kind of how you want to do it. I mean, check a Steel Wall in a low. There's not much more that needs to be said, okay? This is a great list. 6 kills, 4 damage. 26 out of 36, not the greatest hit percentage here, but again, he was trying to unload, get credits. The point of playing these gold tanks is to get credits. So they play a little differently than a regular tank. 23 hits received. That's ridiculous for low. Anyway, great game. We got more coming up. Again, it's 2 every Monday, subscriber replays, and I'm gonna try to be doing that more when I get my machine up. Is pumping out more WoT videos, more different kind of videos. Probably PlanetSide 2 coming up again when my machine is more stable. And stay tuned for another video coming right after this one, guys. Later.